Okay, guess what, you guys? I did find the rope. It was in the barn. So, this is not going to be the permanent spot for it. Also, I realized I didn't let you guys see the roosters get to come out, so I'll do that. So, this is going to be a baby rope climb. Now, I just hung this up, and I have not rope climbed at least 6 months. Actually, no, it's been since probably 8-9 months. It's been a long time. This is very short, at least for me. You know, I think the standard I like to have is 15, but obviously it's kind of hard doing the tree. But until I can get my ladder out here, and I think I might try to get it on that branch there, so I got a nice long. It'll be good to test it out at a short one anyways. Kind of like it up against this tree too, because then you can, you know, kind of like rope climb with it. That's good exercise too to have. So this isn't such farm related, but kind of it is, right? Because farm work is very functional. And, you know, there may be a time, well, there are times that you're having to climb up into tops of barns or even climb into trees, get stuff, climb around. So being the hand and arm strength and coordination you get from rope climbs will transfer to all of that. I have not done this yet, so we're gonna see if I can get up here and tap that. Now you're going from my camera here, so it'll be, now see, I can almost jump and touch up there, but we're gonna, oh, I can still do it. So that wasn't too hard for me. And see, I got the wrap here, which is what I prefer. So baby rope climb and a switch to come down. Ooh. So I guess all the farm work I've been doing has transferred and helped me maintain that. So there you go. Baby rope climb. We'll get it higher maybe the next week, maybe sooner. And then, yeah, I'll get it out there so I can do a long one. That was fun. I miss doing that. So I'm gonna try to do that each time at the end of the chores up front with the cows and sheep. Unless, of course, I'm in a situation in the winter or something and if I know it's unsafe and I could get injured, I will not do it. I've learned that. You know, I just turned 50 this year, so it is, you get a little more, I was never reckless as some people before, because I started kind of CrossFitting pretty hard, not until my 40s. But I was much more reckless, pushed the limits more then. And for many reasons, I realized, I mean, I don't have any injuries. I feel great. But I got all these animals and Jesse, and I got too much to take care of. I can't risk even the smallest injury. So not that anybody can risk injury, but I think you guys get my point. Look, are you wanting out? You're out here hearing me talking, Roosty Roo. Yep. I didn't open your food yet, so I know you're gonna run up there before the other Roo does. Try to get ahead of him. It's funny to watch him run. There he goes. He's gonna start moving. I need to get those little arms for them. Where you at, bud? Are you coming? You waiting for me to leave? All right. Okay. I will turn this off. Or, well, this can just be the second video. That'll work. We'll just go do the chickens now. I do need to give these cows their other half. They get a bale and a half in the morning, and I want to give them that now because I'm not going to come back up here until later this afternoon when I give them their second feeding. So I want to do that now because sometimes I forget and then get all done with chores and I come back up, which again isn't that bad. Get a little more walking in, but I think I get plenty of walking. Okay, I can't see real well down here. Oh, I opened this up last night for the sheep. Okay, that's good enough. It may not be a full half, but pretty close. Just like to give them a little extra. Make sure they're satisfied. And those girls could be pregnant already. I mean, I did write down when the first time they went into heat after just a few months ago, you know, after they had their babies. And I saw Teddy, you know, fooling with them, but I didn't know if that first heat would take. And it did happen to all of them. So I haven't seen him messing with them, and that's your best sign, is if they're not going into heat, which Teddy tells them when they go into heat, then they are bred back. So that would be really great if they already are. Let's see if I can step over here without Teddy attacking me. Oh, he's looking at me already. I'm not going in there with him coming. Even though he's a nice Teddy, I'd prefer not to. I think I got room to, enough clean areas to put it out here. I like to get in 4 decent piles so they all have their own space. Those babies are calling their mamas now because they saw them. You know, so when they didn't see him this morning, they were fine. Right there should be good. All right, you guys, here's your little more food. We'll go ahead and just take care of these chickens now. Still didn't get that fence moved. I'll do that tomorrow, or maybe tonight when I come through to feed them. I'll move it. It's not really a big deal, just keeping things organized. All right, sheep are all good. Got their food, water. Cows got theirs and water. Hi. Hi, Tim. This is Tim. There's Double. Hi, Double. Hi, babies. You want your... They're calling for you now, aren't they? Because they see you. You guys will be fine. I know. All right. These roosters are already back there before I did, and they're realizing they don't have anything to eat right now. I just give them a little of the mash that I soak. I don't have nothing for you guys over here. You know where all your food is. You got all that grass down there. That must have been one of the babies running. It must have been moving because it looked like a deer out there. They do jump around and move quick. Hi, Tim. I just wanted to look. Yeah. One of the babies must have ran across the field. They follow me because they think I got treats every time I'm up here. Go eat, you guys. Treats aren't until... So they get their treats, and it's just alfalfa pellets. They're all grass. No grain for them. But that's what I give them to put them up at night. But every time they see me, they think I'm going to have them. I don't have nothing. Go eat your grass. I did put mineral in your area. Go check that out. Turn off this water for now. This first hose here has a small pinhole leak in it because I got to come back to this water to soak the chicken's food for tomorrow. But I guess I could have just flipped that thing to turn it off. But every time I find that pinhole, I think, oh, I'm gonna take some duct tape put around it, and then I always forget. So it's such a small hole. It's not that big of a deal, but like if you left it on all day, it would run the pump a couple times. Today it's Sunday. Sometimes I forget what days are what, and normally when I hear rides like that going on, you know, like I said before, it's popular for bikes and foot pedal people that bikes. It's weekend, so that makes me realize it's weekend. Hey buds, you want some of this? I'm gonna give you this thicker stuff. Here, let's put it right on this rubber mat thingy. Oh, you don't need that much. I don't want to get it all over my gloves. So now I gotta get it on my hands. You don't need that much. I didn't mean to throw all that out there. You guys get to run around and find bugs. That's more than they normally need too, but that's all I'm scraping up right now. They're excited though, getting all that. And last night I walked down to check on the chickens, not last night, but yesterday evening or afternoon. And I had like slides on, so my toes were showing. And you know, the roosters always follow me. Well, you know, you normally have these boots. They saw my toes, they were going after them. They weren't used to that. I had to keep shooing them away. They were about to peck my toes. Hey, your food's back there, buddies. Getting all excited coming with me. Are you? All right, their water is probably good again today because again, it's been staying cool, but we had tons of rain, so not a lot of gunk grows in it, you know, when it's cooler, and it's probably nice and full. So that saves me an extra farmer's carry for today. Are you guys chasing me? I feel like you're trying to chase my feet again. I don't know what that's about. I don't have my slides on. You're getting right in front of me like you're trying to be dominant or something. So again, today, I'm gonna do some more clearing that out, filling these holes, which I'm gonna check those holes. It rained on them. So that's good. And then I gotta split some more wood. And then actually Jesse's dad's coming to spend some time with him today. And that's my time to run to the grocery store, so I'll have to do that later. So yeah, look at these areas of filling holes. They got plenty of rain. And yeah, maybe this fall, but next spring for sure it won't even look like this. Like I said, it'll just look like that. All that good fertilizer in there. What are you doing? Trying to chase my feet again? All right, chickies. Yeah, their water's okay. It doesn't look like anyone pooped in it. And then we'll get them some more water tomorrow to get that stuff out of the bottom out of there. But you guys, good for today. We're gonna get you food, and I got that coop. It's been there a couple days, so all the grass and stuff under it, you know, they've pooed through there, staying in it at night. So I'm just gonna move that up a little bit so it's not sitting in that one spot for too long. I'll do that after I give them the food. You guys get out of the way. I don't want to step on you. All right, watch out. That's a nice fall day. Nice temperature. I like the little bit of rain. Or rain after rain. It's not super windy. When it's super windy, I mean, it doesn't physically bother me. It just makes my eyes water so much. So that makes it hard to do stuff. This is good weather to get stuff done in. Keeps your energy up. I don't mind all types of weather, I'm fine with, but you know, when it's really hot, I like working in it, but you just can't get as much done. And always stuff to get done around here. All right. Let's get the rest of this, get this coop moved. I've got another bowl over here. Yeah, I'm about to move that. You're gonna have to pop off. Watch out. There you go. Let's fill this one up. I got a little left. Put it in here. All right. There's their food, and today I will show you how I prepare their food. I haven't in the last couple videos, but if some of you, it's the first one you're watching, you might want to see how I soak their food and why. Oh, why is there an egg in there? What are you guys doing, huh? You lost one? Put this back here. I'll come get these tonight. I'll put that in there. All right. Latch this door up. Hopefully it won't tip this time, but it's so hard to latch this after it's rained, especially because the wood's all swollen. There we go. And then I gotta lift up this balance bar down here. Sorry for the noises, I didn't do it on purpose. Oh, and it is tipping a little because it needs cleaned out in the back. They've got it so much manure towards the back. It's not falling through real well, so. But this is gonna be put up in about a month and a half anyway, so that's why I'm gonna fool with it until I do that. All right. No holes. Oh, I just went in a hole. Hopefully that was a hole, not a chicken. I didn't hear a noise, so it was a hole. All right. So I think I have room to move it one more time. So probably in 2 or 3 days, we'll move it again. And then 2 or 3 days after that, we'll move the chickens to some fresh grass. I gotta kind of hold this down so it's tipping. Again, if it tips all the way back, it doesn't hurt anything. It's just, they're back here in these nesting boxes and they would tip back and be like, frighten the chickens a little bit. We don't want to frighten the chickens, do we? Oh, there we go. All right. So that was the spot it was in. Let that get some air and rain and manure on a new spot. See these holes? Now some of these holes are already here. So once I move them, I'll fill those. And if I stay on top of it after I move them, it's not bad. But over there, that was from all summer. I didn't stay. I just had other stuff going on. So, all right, always gotta make sure I open this front back up because sometimes I forget that. Okay, you guys, they always think it's all exciting and new when I move that. Like something totally different happened. Okay, let's go fill up this food. And then I gotta go in and make Jesse some breakfast, some hot breakfast. He had a snack when he woke up. And then after that, I'm gonna be doing the same stuff I was doing yesterday. Work about an hour on scooping, cleaning out the winter coop, using that hay and straw and manure mix to fill holes. And then I'm going to split some more wood to prepare for the winter. Kind of behind on that, but every year I usually am. Work about an hour on that. And again, it seems kind of easy now. Maybe some of you are like, no, it doesn't seem easy. I mean, it takes time, you know, but the videos so far, it's just kind of letting them out and feeding them. And you'll see as we move along. That's why I wanted to record all this, as I have to move fences as the weather changes. And, you know, obviously the stuff I'm doing off camera is part of running the farm too. That's why I tell you guys what I'm gonna do, not because I'm trying to brag or something, but I want to let you know, especially for those who may be considering, maybe in a couple years you're thinking about buying a little piece of land. I have 5.5 acres, and you're starting to watch these videos to learn from, which I would highly recommend doing that in advance, like that, a year or two. And I just want you to follow along and see all the small details. And so that's why I try to tell you what I end up doing off camera. Obviously I split wood because that's my heat for the winter. You may not have this situation, so that might not be a task you have to do. But a lot of people who want a homestead, that's the majority of them do end up going that route. And my goal is to get as self-sufficient as possible, which is still far from that. I'd love to have an opportunity to get solar. That's obviously a little more cost involved, but if I, you know, I want to build up my lamb, start selling those lambs, have enough where I can sell for breeding stock and for meat. And then start saving up money, and that would be the goal, is to eventually get solar to be a little more self-sufficient there, because I'm self-sufficient on food now. Even though, well, not there. No, I'm wrong. There's a lot of work to that still, but because I still buy food obviously at the store. But with my lamb, you know, I have butchered chickens, but we don't eat chicken, and I'll go over another video why we don't eat chicken. It's not the worst thing to eat. There's just some reasons we choose not to. I may still raise chickens this year and butcher to sell to the public, but it's not something I'm interested in having. But I will be eating lamb, and obviously our cows. We got a steer out there we're growing. Little fella is our steer. But I do want to learn how to butcher my own lamb. I have some people I'd probably reach out to. I have some videos I've watched, and some people would reach out to help me do that. And we're carnivore, so we don't eat vegetables and fruits and all that, so I don't have to worry about a garden. And I'll go over a video on that. We enjoy that way of life and feel it's the healthiest for us, and feel that fruits and vegetables are actually a detriment to your health and not a benefit. But if you eat fruits and vegetables, you go for it. It's not like I'm telling other people to not do that if that's what they want to do. But it helps because I don't have to worry about a garden, right? So I can be self-sufficient just with meat. But anyways, let's get back to this. Those are for future videos. As you'll see, and people know me, I'll tend to go off on a lot of topics if I don't watch myself. So this is soaking food for tomorrow. Why we soak the food? It ferments a little bit. I do want to start, maybe I'll do that soon, fermenting at least 2 days, because I only do 1 day. So basically what I do is have 2 buckets, you know, and then one would be sitting. I could do it now, but I'll maybe do that another time just because I got other stuff to do. But 1 day ferments a little bit, but when you soak it, you know, it expands in size. It makes it easier for the chickens to digest. They get fuller faster. They can consume, they assimilate more of it, you know, when they digest it. It's not just going through them. So they eat less. They eat what they need, but less is wasted. So you save, you use 40% less feed. And I read that before I did it, and it is absolutely true, because there was a time when, oh, I just hit the camera. Hopefully it didn't move it too much. There was a time where I just was minimizing everything I was doing. I had to do a little more care for Jesse, and I was minimizing all my chores. So I stopped soaking food, and I was just like, I'm just giving dry food. Just trying to just do, you know, the least amount so I can get back in the house, take care of him. And I was going through, it was almost at, it wasn't quite half, but it was pretty close to 40% that I was using more. So this takes me, what, if I don't talk, maybe an extra 3 minutes. I come up, fill that, and then I just fill this bucket. For my chickens, you'll have to figure out what amount of feed works for your chickens by what they have left over by the end of the night, you know. So half a bucket is what works for my amount of chickens. Half of that big bucket there. I think it's a little bigger than 5 gallon maybe. And then whatever, this is an old bucket from some pool pucks. Fill this up with water. Just throw that in there. Then I cover it to keep any raccoons overnight out or whatever. I haven't even seen, I guess the raccoons might be able to get that. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing if they got into it. I just had to figure out somewhere else to put it. But, and in the morning it's ready. And then in the winter, I actually set this bucket inside in the tub, because obviously if you set it out here, it'd freeze. So, all right, that's our second chore video today. And I will get to my other stuff. Hope you guys have a great day. You can watch the roosties finish up here. Hey, what are you doing? I was trying to get you on camera.